Hi guys, just a quick look here at the Uniden Bearcat UBC9000XLT, scanner from about 1995 I believe. Quite a high-end scanner in the world of scanners, I suppose. Definitely a very fast scanner. I think it does 100 to 300 channels per second. I think 300 channels per second is the turbo mode. It's got a little twin turbo mark here. I think it means turbo on search and turbo on scan, so that's why it's twin turbo. But yeah, I think it does 100 channels per second and 300 channels per second on turbo. Turbo mode, which is at 5 kilohertz steps on the search. As you can see, it's not there on the that T there it popped up there at the end of the air bands in narrow FM for some reason. It's just I'm just playing with the programming, so I think it's the very end of the air band, or what's not the air band. On the end of the air band is narrow FM on 5 kilohertz steps. It only does the turbo search on 5 kilohertz steps, 300 channels per second or steps per second. So a quick look at it. I've only just got it, to be honest. I've been playing with it a right while. I did quite a bit of research on these before I picked them up. I'm quite aware that they're supposed to not be the most sensitive radio out there, but they are quite received. In other words, that they're not really noisy, so that's sort of a trade-off. They're not very sensitive, but they're also not very noisy either. I picked this one up from eBay. I got a pretty good deal on it, I think. They normally go for between 150 and 300, depending on if they're boxed, etc., condition. This one wasn't boxed, but it did come with a nice ring-bound manual here. I think it's been hand-printed, but it's not. They've done a nice job of it, the guy has. And it would. It's in quite good condition. Yeah, it's probably a 8 out of 10. It's got a few little marks on it, maybe even a 9 out of 10 to be fair to it. If you look closely, those sort of marks that you can't see unless you get up close under a specific light, but otherwise it's in pretty good condition. The screen's perfect, so that's probably one of the main things, the screen and all the text, the silk screen printing text. So yeah, I'm just going to play with it now. I'll do a proper review video on it soon. But yeah, obviously I've been playing with it a while, and straight away it's really intuitive. You can just pick it up and go. You know, I've had radios I've had to keep, like the AOR, for instance. AOR equipment, you have to have the manual to hand unless you've used them a lot. But this, I didn't even look at the manual. I just started playing with it, and I'm just searching the airband just like that. No problem at all. You know, I'm on 12.5 kilohertz steps there. I should really be on. See, I need to change the step here. It's 25 really. It's a bit dark in here because I'm trying to avoid the shine on the screen, so I can't see the keys that well. That is 6. So if I would just press Shift and then 6. Oh no, that's wide FM. What have I done? Shift and oh no, I said I couldn't say. Shift and where is it? Wide FM. AM, that's more like it, and then go to Shift and 12.5, 25. It should be there, although it's 25 kilohertz. There you go. So it's really easy to do. Now that'll just carry on 25 kilohertz steps. Perfect, great. I don't think it's got a search bank option where it actually I don't think it's got an actual search bank, as in keeps banks you've pre-programmed. I don't think it has. I'll check that though. But it's got 20 memory channels, 10 here and 10 on the numbers. Yeah, but really intuitive. Yeah, very intuitive. The screen, the thing people say about them that's bad, which is no PC programming, which is like, well, fair enough. It's got no PC programming, but it is 1995, so it's early for that sort of thing. Secondly, they say that it's not that sensitive. Well, some people say it is sensitive and some people say it isn't. So I would take that as if the people who say it's not sensitive are probably trying to put it up against top of the range receivers from nowadays. So it's not a fair test. It's sensitive enough for one of these type of radios. It's certainly, like I said, it is quite quiet received. It's not noisy. It's good audio. People say the audio is not that good. It is really nice audio, in my opinion. and especially on AM's probably where it's pretty gifted, to be honest. It's nice on AM, but a quick search like this is great, you know, really, really quick. But another thing I'd say is the screen. The people say the screen's not very good contrast. Well, it isn't. This camera's up at an angle. In fact, I could probably put the feet out and get a better... Oh, that's better. Yeah. Okay, so I've put the feet out there. That's a bit better on the camera. Yes, they didn't. They should have included a contrast. There might be a contrast setting in here to adjust the contrast. I don't think there is, but there might be. I can't see anything obvious. But there's up and down keys and a rotary encoder, so you would imagine there could be a contrast setting. That would be a really nice feature because the contrast is slightly off. In other words, if you don't hit it at the perfect angle, you can see the segment, the dot matrix segments behind, which is not the best. But I mean, the display is really nice. Apart from that, it's not. So it's not bad if you're sitting down and the desk's about a metre off the ground, like a normal desk. It tends to be the perfect viewing angle, so it's not a problem. But as you can see now, it looks a bit better now. I've cocked it up for the camera. But yeah, really, really intuitive, nice. I tell you what is odd, that let me just put it into manual mode so it doesn't manually stop there. Look, the attenuators per, I think it's per. Let's go to frequency. Yeah, frequency. No, it's a global attenuator, but it's actually per channel. But they're dim. These are really dim to the eye. Like they've got something wrong with them dim. I can't press delay. I can't press data either. I can do search. Press data. I can't put data on search. That's all. Oh, it's probably FM only. Yeah, very nice. Anyway, yeah. First impressions. Yeah, that's quite bright. But these little ones here are slightly. They're a little bit dim. Can I put delay? Yeah, I can. They're dimming that to the naked eye, but they're not that dim. I mean, I can see they're on, and you know, in a lit room, so that's enough. But they could be a bit brighter. But I mean, I've got the dimmer on actually. I wonder if the dimmer does the bright. Yeah, it does. The dimmer actually does these as well. So when I put it on bright, these actually get brighter. Yeah, everything dims. That's interesting. Okay, anyway, so that's a bit of a ramble because I've just put it on the bench, but I'm really impressed with it so far. Really nice audio. It's received some good signals on 2 meters that and the handband, the airband here, civil airband. I'll get it right. It's received some really nice frequencies on this civil airband. And it's received some good frequencies on 2 meters. I'm not too sure about that whole thing there, and it flashing like that I don't particularly like that, but you know, I suppose I could put that in manual. Oh, sorry, I can do manual. Oh no, manual's on there. Okay, I could type in manually now, whatever that frequency was. What frequency was it? Anyway, so I think I can. So I've just had it, so I'm not sure. So could I type in 130 for instance? Yes, and then I could go to, yes, it goes straight into AM. Look, on frequency mode. Oh, the encoder as well. That's another thing. The encoder is actually quite big. It's probably about the same size as the AR5000, perhaps even a little bit bigger. It's got a nice little dimple that's actually usable. You can actually use the finger dimple, and it's got click stop, which really, after all these years, 20, 30 years old, 30-year-old, feels great. Feels amazing, really, really tight. Not too much lateral, I suppose you call it, movement on there. Really nice, that is, for an old encoder. The squelch is back to front, as a lot of these are. Has it got narrow AM? No, it hasn't, has it? It's AM, narrow FM, or wide FM. So I suppose you could put in 108. And there you go. Auto as well. Automatically selects it. That's nice.
Great value and outstanding customer service.
Nice sound.
Recommended by which 8 years running. Octopus Energy.
Like I said, the squelch is the wrong way around. It's the right way for Uniden Bearcat, but the right way for the wrong way for most normal operations, most radios I've come across, but the right way for Uniden, the way they do it. So that's fair enough. That's a bit of a quirk of these radios, but really nice. Yeah, really nice. Let's just try something there. So let's just try 27 and then press in limit, and then press in 28 and press limit, and then just press search. And there you go, 5 kHz, turbo, narrow. I press turbo there and turn the turbo search off, but why would you have it off? I don't think you would. And then just, and this is just searching. Let me just swap the antenna. Right, I've just swapped the antenna because that was the discount antenna. It's not that great on 11 meters, but here we go. 11 meters, 27 to 29, I think I put on the narrow FM mode. Brilliant. 5 kHz steps, literally just searching straight away, no problem. Really easy to use. I don't think you can program search banks, like I said, just perimeters, and you just put them in and press search, which is real easy to do. Like I said, it's only got a lock as well. Like the VFO's nice, the lock, it just locks the VFO, which is, all that click stop, it's unlikely to move on its own. It's just in case you want to make sure it doesn't move. No, it's really nice. So I'm going to do a full, I've just been talking for 10 minutes and a bit of a rant easily, because it's probably one of the most intuitive radios, you know, I've picked up for a long time. Yeah. What have I done here? Channel 28, that's not right. Okay. So that's it, guys. It looks really easy to program as well, to be fair. You got the just looks like you enter it in the channel. Let's just have a quick look here. So let's just say I'll go to, do I press A? No, I don't. Do I press scan? Yeah, okay, press scan, or even manual. Go to bank A. There's channel, what's this here? AM now. What am I doing? Priority channel now. Oh, frequency, that's why. So go to channel, go to channel 1. If I go to 27.60125, which you won't recognise that, it'll only go to 6. I don't think it'll do 6. Will it do 601? No, it probably won't. And then I'll go to enter. I think I've literally just put a channel in. Look at that. I've just put 27. It's saying it can't do the 01. It probably could if you adjusted the step. But yeah, so now I can go to, is that channel 1 of the UK 40? I think it is. I'll have a look, but yeah, that's the idea. I'm going to program the UK 1 to 40 and do it across A and B. 25 channels per bank. The first 10 have alpha tags, the next 10, sorry, the first 250 have alpha tags, the next 250 don't, but I like that because the alphas have alphas and the numeric have just numerics. That's really good. Yeah, so anyway, so far so good. Really nice, quite impressed with it. Obviously it's not going to be the most it's not going to be the most sensitive or highest quality item in the world, but just to intuitiveness and ease of use and looks, you've got to admit it looks really nice. Yeah, it's a really good scanner, yeah, and obviously build quality is good. It's 30 years old and everything seems to be perfect on it. Yep. Right, okay guys, full review coming up soon. I'll be talking about some of the things I found, how to about it and stuff, so don't forget to like and subscribe to see that one. Thanks.